first you must seek to serve and then to be served. That's the first law of relationships, of life, is to first seek for ways you can serve before seeking ways in which you can be served. Now, what does that mean, Coach Bobby? Our world, our lives are governed by relationships. Everything we do, everything we become, everything we accomplish, everything we are able to achieve in our lives comes down to relationships. And our ability to understand that very simple principle, that in any relationship, I must first seek ways that I can serve you, that I can help you, that I can propel you, is the key to not only relationships, but also helping you to understand how you can achieve in life. It's very simple, guys. Everything is about relationships. And relationships come down to reciprocity, right? Because whether it's a father and a son, a husband and a wife, a teacher and a student, co-workers, friends, bosses, and those who report to them, coaches and athletes, assemblymen and business and county and government officials and leaders and their constituents. It's all the same thing. It comes down to reciprocity and the value that's perceived to be received versus the value perceived to be given. Now, it's not always money. It's not always an equal exchange of services or perceived services. It comes down to what each party expects. For example, my kids have always marveled at my ability to just communicate and talk to people at stores or restaurants, right? The first thing I ask them is, what's your name? How you doing? How you doing, Bill? Yes, water would be great. How you doing, Nancy? Good to see you again. How are things going with the kids? And they've always kind of like just looked at that, and now they do it. And I explained to them that, yes, this person works at the grocery store, or this person is supposed to be helping me with something at a department store or whatever it is, right? But we have a relationship, and I expect the relationship to be coming toward me to be about service and about showing me where to go to get something and about being kind to me and being nice to me and being professional. Well, they have similar requirements and a perception of what they need from me, right? If every customer who came through that store was a jerk to them, then whatever they were making money-wise would not be worth it anymore. So yes, right, they have to deal with some of that because they're getting paid to do it. But at the level at which that becomes too much of a burden and they're not getting what they expected, given the circumstances and the money, they will no longer be serving you, right? So I have children. You might have children, right? I don't expect them to pay me. I don't expect them to do anything directly in exchange for what I give them. It's not one for one, but what it is I expect them to appreciate what I do. I expect them to love me, right, for what I do, and occasionally show me that they understand the sacrifices I make, right? And for every parent, that's different. But whatever your barometer is, whatever your bar is, if your child does not meet that, then you become resentful and angry, right? Same with coaches and athletes, right? Coaches at the college and pro level get paid. Coaches at the lower levels are volunteers and they do it out of joy. But as soon as the joy that they have is below the time and effort they must spend to do it, they resent it. And so I tell athletes that I coach and train, I say, look, right, Like, you need me to like you. I don't need you to like me. Right? I'm here because I enjoy to help young people. I enjoy football, or I enjoy coaching, or I enjoy mentoring, or I enjoy speaking. But at the point where I feel like I'm not getting back from you the joy that I seek when I do this, I'm going to stop doing it or resent when I do it. So when you approach life that way, when you approach life from the standpoint that I need to be at or above what they expect me to be in all relationships, at the store, with my wife, with my kids, with my friends, with you guys, right? You expect me to be a certain way, right? I, in return, right, expect you guys to respond sometimes with hearts or likes or subscribes or comments, right? If I didn't get any of that, I would probably not do it anymore. Because part of why I do this is the joy I get from knowing that I'm helping people, that people are benefiting from what I say and what I do. If that goes away, why would I do it? Right? So as you walk through this world, guys, understand that everybody you meet and talk to and deal with and work with, it's a relationship. And I want you to seek first to understand how you can serve, what you can do better to make sure they leave this relationship activity on that day feeling like, you know what, he gave to me more than I expected. Wow, she gave to me more than I expected. And when you do that, you will find more often than not that most of your relationships are fruitful. Most of your relationships are joyous. And most of your relationships lead to something that in the end will benefit you. All right, guys? So once again, first, seek to serve. And then and only then seek to be served. Love you guys. Have a good day.